flights, hotels, car hire. Netflights.com, sponsors of the William Hunt Trilby Tour.
Welcome to the second day of the 2010 Trilby Tour. It's going to be a tough old test today here at the London Club. So stay with us and find out who will become the champion of Kent and the southeast of England.
The 2010 Trilby Tour, 8 regional championships and 2 international finals across 9 venues, featuring over 900 golfers. The quest for the international amateur title began in Ireland at Druids Glen, where John Lynch, the 2008 amateur winner, was crowned champion of Ireland. In week 2, we head for Kent and a European Tour venue, the London Golf Club, to find our next champion and top 12 players to go through to the final. Once again, the scene was set in classic Trilby Tour style as a field of 111 amateur golfers set out to make their own piece of tour history. At the same course where Charlie Lidgard took the amateur title in 2009 after that dramatic shootout against Ross Hyam. But that was then, and this is now, and the first man into the international amateur final at the Buckinghamshire was Hugh Tate, the man from Saint-Pierre in the shadow of the Severn Bridge. He was able to enjoy some of the drier conditions in the afternoon to get it round nicely for a score of 36 points. A score that was to prove popular on the day. Everything outside the top 4 playoff places is calculated on countback, and finishing in 11th by virtue of that tour rule was Bishop Stortford's very own Mark Smith, whose short game happened to be in great nick. The first of 3 players from Woodlands Manor to make the top 12 was John Cakebread. Playing off 4, he was in good form, finding his last 6 points on the closing 4 holes to get his 36, and through to the final courtesy of 10th place here in Kent. The second of the Woodlands Manor boys to make the cut was Carlin Pattenden, a caddy in 2009. Carlin stepped up to the tee as a player in 2010. Another player through to the final on this world-renowned championship course, playing host this week to the Trilby Tour Amateurs. Here's head pro Paul Stewart to tell us more.
Well, I wouldn't say we trick the course up too much. We generally experience a little breeze up here in one of the highest places in Kent. So I've set the course up to present a nice challenge for the guys, but nothing too stern. Coupled with that, we got some great opportunities on the par 5s. We've not really tucked the flags away too much today, and yeah, I would say, again, judging by the wind, a couple of those par 5s could even be reachable in 2 for the longer hitters. And hopefully we'll see some good scoring out there today. It's been fantastic to have the Trilby Tour here this year. It's good fun, it's good buzz about the clubhouse. Williams had such a great concept in trying to promote a professional event for amateur golfers, and for us at the London Golf Club to be part of that is something we're proud to be associated with.
A great test for the Trilby Tour players walking in the footsteps of the European Tour pros here at the London Club. Back out on the course, another man to make the top 12 was Paul Watson, 8th on countback with 36 points and having to brave the worst of the weather into the bargain. From the East Sussex National, Tom Dagwell threatened to make the top 4. He gripped it and ripped it with the best. Good enough for 37 points and 7th place. And alongside him, this man, Silvermere's Richard Edwards, probably the coolest tee shot on camera so far this year. 6th place for the man off 8. Just outside the all-important top 4 playoff spots was the inimitable JJ, Jason Jones of Bellis Park, who with the storm clouds gathering brought his own version of thunder to the first tee and boomed his way to the international final. As the day flew by, the leaderboard began to take shape. The third player of the Woodlands Manor trio, Jamie Payne, became the first man into the playoff with a score of 38 points. Here's Jamie to tell us where it all went right.
I played fantastic on the back 9. It's the best 9 holes I've ever shot in my life. Level par back 9. I was 2 under for the back with 3 to play and bogey 2 of the last 3, which was disappointing, but 15 points in the front. I was pleased just to get somewhere close, so in for the final round. So.
Malloy Parks also shot 38 points to make it into the top 4, having just missed the playoff in 2009 in dramatic circumstances, but at least it hadn't played on his mind for the last 12 months.
I missed by a point last year, needed point down 18 down the last. I missed a putt, 17, birdie putt, it just hung on the edge and I would have been away. But yeah, so still an 18, nerves got the better of me, to be honest. And put one out right, didn't get up and down. That was it.
You did it this year though, Mr. Parks, and so did Daniel Broad with a fantastic 40 points.
I had a pretty decent front nine, but I had a fantastic back nine. Drove really well on the back nine, kept it in play, which was important, and started getting the hang of the greens as I went round. Struggled at first, a lot faster than what I'm used to, but no, played really well on the back nine especially. Charlie Lidjard, last year's winner of the amateur final, he plays at the same club as myself. I played a round with him after he'd won last year. That's how I got to find out about the tour. Being first at the moment doesn't count for an awful lot, as long as I'm in the top 4 to have a crack on the playoff holes.
But the man that blew everyone away in regulation was the short game wizard from Ireland, Tom Muldoon, with 42 points.
Played very well today. I surprised myself. I played the Druids Land a couple of weeks ago and had 20 points for 18 holes, and I come over here and I shot 42, so it just goes to show you, different day, different course, you can do the scores. Without 22 points, and I just set up a good, set myself for a good back nine, then a good steady back nine just to hold it, and I held it together well. I feel nervous, but I'm looking forward to it because that's what I wanted to do. I came here to play in the playoff, and that's where I want to be, and that's where I think I should be.
And you feel confident?
Not confident, but I'm just looking forward very much to playing in it.
Confirmation then that this week we don't need a shootout to decide our top 4, leaving 8 players: Hugh Tate, Mark Smith, John Cakebread, Colin Pattenden, Paul Watson, Tom Dagwell, Richard Edwards and Jason Jones heading for the Buckinghamshire in the Trilby Tour International Amateur Final, while Messrs Payne, Parks, Broad and Muldoon were heading straight for the 10th tee and the 3-hole playoff to decide the championship of Kent and the southeast of England. Stepping onto the first tee at a Trilby Tour event is an experience some players will never forget. Stepping onto the first tee in a championship playoff, though, moves it up another gear from there. It's playoff time.